Hey everybody, what's going on? Alright, so I have been looking into getting a truck to pull my Camaro to the racetrack and to go on some motorcycle trips. I've got two very large motorcycles. They weigh about 1,800 pounds combined, plus trailer, plus gear. I could have gotten away with an F-150, and in my defense, I absolutely tried out the Platinum F-150. I tried out the Tundra. I tried out the ZL, not the ZL1, the 1500 series Chevy with the Duramax in it. Lifted up, really cool looking truck. I got a nice used one that a buddy found. Tried that out, and several other trucks in the lineup. I didn't drive a Ram though. I will, in my defense, I didn't try a Ram out, but this was the one truck. This is the Roush F-250. It's based on the Lariat chassis. I just saw this truck and I'm like, damn, this is a nice looking truck. And frankly, I feel like the market in general kind of forgot about it. It's just a truck that you don't see. I haven't seen a single one of these on the road yet. And you know, considering I drove an F-250 yesterday that was a limited a Platinum and it had every upgrade, it's stickered for over $80,000. So the premium you're gonna pay for the BF Goodrich and the Roush looks and the graphics at the top and the graphics on the side and the Fox suspension, you know, and all the little things that they do. They level the truck, it's a 1.5-inch lift. You know, you're not really paying that much compared to sticker. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm aware that you're gonna get incentives and discounts on Ford and all of that, but it's not that bad of a deal, and you don't have to deal with, you know, warranty issues. You don't have to deal with taking it to a mechanic who doesn't know what the hell he's doing. You know, I talked to a lot of guys that had issues, things rubbing, tires that are really noisy, etc. You know, that when you do these custom lifts and things, I mean, hey, you know, this is something that they put a lot of time and research into. That's just the bottom line, and it works. So it does fit in a two-car garage. I did another video that it's in my channel that I'll show. It barely fits. It's literally an inch, and that's in a 20-foot garage, okay? And it's an inch on top and it's an inch on the wall, so it barely fits. It does fit with another car next to it though. You know, the Lariat chassis, it's nice in here. It really is. You know, it's got good leather, heated and cooled seats. It's comfortable. You do feel like an absolute king. You know, sitting up, I mean, you are really high up there. Pretty much you tower most other trucks. It's just that tall and big. It's quiet in here. You know, they've really been able to get the diesel engines, you know, the soundtrack down. The exhaust, I feel like the exhaust is a little bit louder on this truck than a stock F-250 from what I drove the other day, but it's not blaringly loud. You know, it doesn't blow coal or anything like that. It's pretty darn nice for a stock truck. You know, I mean, I don't particularly like a vehicle that's stock anyways, or close to stock, that's screaming, you know, look at me. You know, obviously the Camaro is another story. This truck has all the things the F-250 has. You know, anybody who's looking to buy an F-250 knows that you're gonna get the step built in. If you've never seen this, it's a nice feature. To be honest, I mean, you know, GMC has come up with a nice system for theirs, and Ram, I think, has one too. So they've all kind of stepped up. You know, you put your foot on here, you grab this, really easy to get in and out of the truck. It does come with a bed liner. It's got a nice textured feeling to it, so your tools and your parts aren't gonna slide around. You know, I'm gonna get a cover for it, and I'm actually gonna use this truck. I mean, you know, it is a truck in the end of the day. You do have to put your diesel fuel here, and then you do have your DEF fluid. Basically, the dealer said that, you know, every oil change, you're gonna wanna fill that up. So not too big a deal, every 5,000 miles. You know, we gotta attempt to save the environment here, although driving this is like driving the bus to hell, right? I mean, in the end of the day, you know, fuel economy is decent. I'm not gonna lie. It actually isn't that bad. I mean, if you consider that the Camaro runs on premium, which means it costs $3 to $3.20 in Tennessee to fill it up right now, and I'm getting 14.9 miles a gallon. Diesel is the same price, and I'm getting 16 miles a gallon right now, average. And that's with quite a bit of highway driving. So that's a 7,000 pound vehicle compared to less than a 4,000 pound vehicle. This has more torque. It says 940 pounds of torque and 400 plus horsepower, and you really feel it. I mean, in the end of the day, this thing gets up and goes, but it doesn't hit you in the back like the Camaro does. That's that horsepower does, you know. You do have plenty of space back here. You know, Roush comes with, I think, the different color bead locks. You can change, if you know, right here, you can change this, I believe, to black, and that's in that box there. And you know, I'm sure it has some other things that are really cool. You've got storage back here, so you can put your rifles and your guns, which is nice. You can lock it up. You know, a fun feature that I found last night that was pretty cool. I don't know if anybody ever showed you this. This is the inside there. There's the Fox suspension. And I'm going to show you the, you know, where the DEF, look at the size of that exhaust. That's the little custom exhaust there that they do. I mean, this is a brand new truck, so it's about as clean as it's ever going to be. There you go. There's the back. Yeah, I mean, this is a nice truck, and everything just feels solid on it. You know, it really does. You know, some people said to me the other day, I was looking on the, you know, the YouTube channels and stuff, that they didn't like the fact that that's chrome, the rest blacked out. You know, they kind of wish it like the Tuscanys are and some of the other upgraded Super Duties, but I like it. I like the chrome with the black. You know, I'm a Harley guy at heart, so I like the chrome. The running boards are excellent. You absolutely need to have them. Let's start her up. It does have push start. Get to watch a little movie as your truck roars to life. One of the cool things I found with this one here, you can, let's say you want to keep your pistol, you can go ahead and set a code, and then that way, you know, it's safe. And you can also keep your key in there, and you can use the door where you can lock it up, and there's, you know, there's a lot of room in there. You know, you could put a laptop in there, whatever. So that is a very nice thing. I'm sure you've watched the other videos, but you can make it 4 cup holders. You know, the wood here, I was expecting it to feel cheaper. It actually feels nice. I'm not sure if it's real wood or not, but it has a little bit of a grain texture to it, so it very well might be. You've got your auxiliary switches here. The system is fantastic. I hooked my phone up in like 2 seconds. The parking system's excellent. If you want to hit that, you get the overhead camera, and you really need it to park a truck this big. I don't think I could have gotten it in my garage on the first try without that. I mean, it really helps. So far, so good. I mean, I really enjoy this truck. It's just surprisingly comfortable on the road and quiet, considering you've got BF Goodrich tires on it, you know, the all country tires. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. The sound system isn't nearly as good as, you know, the BMWs of the world, or the, you know, Bang & Olufsen. I do very much like this sunroof. Fantastic idea, the fact that you get one of these, and if you want, just push the button twice and it'll just go all the way back, which is very cool. Yeah, we got some rain last night, and I didn't want to park the truck when I got home late from work, so there we go. And yeah, it's not bad. I mean, for a truck, it's comfortable. You know, it's not quite as nice as the limited package as far as what Ford offers. I drove an $80,000 F-250 before I bought this one, and it's nice. But yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I'm very excited about this vehicle. I mean, I'm excited about what I can do with it. You know, I mean, it is a utility. Bottom line, you know, this is something that you know, with a Camaro or BMW M6, like, basically you get in, you go fast, it's comfortable. You know, this, you can get in, it's comfortable, but you can actually do stuff with it. And I think that's pretty darn cool. Hold on one second, let me grab this for you so I can show you the engine. So it has a stock 6.7 liter diesel engine in it. It's turbocharged. I think it goes up to 40 foot-pounds of turbo boost. And you know, it's a great power plant. It will run for a very long time. The market thinks these will go 300,000 or 400,000 miles without maintenance. I doubt that. I think you're gonna have to put a little bit of maintenance. You're gonna change, you know, your fuel pumps and your filters and things like that. But yes, I think ultimately these things are very reliable. You know, when you're pulling a lot of weight, I think you're gonna find that this is what you want. But that's it. I mean, I think it's a sexy truck, no doubt about it. This particular, I will say on the graphic package for the Roush, you can change the placement. Go to their website. You probably researched this already, but you can put this. You can get rid of it. You can put the Roush name on the back of the truck here, so it's all Roush. This one also has it on the very top of the truck. You can see on the windshield, it just says Roush on there. You know, I mean, clearly Jack Roush is very proud of this vehicle and most of his vehicles. He even signs it on the back windshield here. Like I said, I mean, it's got the American flag. This is something they put on all their vehicles, which is kind of cool. Look, I don't buy into the hype of Roush or anything like that. I like what they did. I mean, you know, I don't buy it for the brand name. If it had Hennessy or Tuscany or any of the other guys, that's fine. But in the end of the day, I just liked what they had done to make this truck their own. And it is, I think the only word for it is pretty badass. So if you're looking for a truck, you know, obviously you got money. This thing's gonna depreciate. This is not a used truck, although I will say, and the guys out there know this, the used diesels hold their value. I mean, bottom line is, if you have like an 08 F-150, even with 100,000 plus miles on the darn thing, it's still gonna bring 30, 40 grand depending on its condition and upgrades. That's a 10-year-old, 11-year-old truck, you know, so it's unbelievable how well these things hold their value. It's because they can be considered, you know, a work truck. You make money with them and stuff. Obviously, this truck is going to spend most of its time on the highway. I am going to use it. I'm going to be pulling things probably once or twice a month, so I'm going to get some use out of it. But I'm not, you know, pulling a Bobcat every single day. And frankly, if you are getting a Bobcat, you're going to get an F-250 base level package. You're going to beat the hell out of it. Putting this down, very easy. You can do it with one hand, although not easily done with one hand. Let me pop this here. There you go. You know, the last thing I'll say about this vehicle, here's the back sticker so you can see it. So it's got the black on the back as well. Our friends at Brownlee Ford, you know, they hooked us up with this, and really those guys are awesome. But bottom line is, I'll say one last thing about the F-250. I had a girlfriend in college, and I really liked this girl. Her name was Rachel. She's watching this. Hey, girl. And anyway, the short story is, she had her dad, right? I got to know him, you know, he was a great guy, and he built the F-250s in Louisville. And I've never seen a man more proud of the work that he did. You know, it always left an impression on me. I mean, the guys that build these things, you know, they like the trucks. He had one. He used it, and it was just pride of ownership, you know, and it just left an impression on me. And I gotta say, after driving all of the different vehicles, all the new ones and all the upgraded ones, you guys can hate on the F-150, the F-250 all you want. I know there's gonna be plus and minuses, but I really feel like the Ford was the best of the best right now. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that the new Ram's not awesome. I'm not saying the new Denali's not great, etc. They're all got their pros and cons. Some are here, some are there. But for me, this was the best overall package. Now, you know, money-wise, look, I'm not going to try to say that this is an inexpensive truck, that this was the best value on the market or any of that bullshit. I mean, you know, I don't need that as a consideration as much anymore. But, you know, I just wanted it because, hey, just look at it. It's pretty badass. All right, I'll think about some other stuff. I'll answer your comments and your questions. You know, if you want to follow the channel, Nashville Exotic Cars, you know, by all means, subscribe. This is more of an exotic truck, I would say. I have not seen a single one of these in Tennessee driven around yet. I mean, literally not one. So that's pretty unusual for a truck. So I would consider that pretty exotic, if you ask me. Of course, I don't care about that stuff as much. I bought it because, well, it fits my needs and it's pretty darn cool. So that's it, guys. I will talk to you later, and all the best.